Research has shown that living in a low socioeconomic home or community can lead to poorer outcomes for children and adolescents, including a higher rate of mental health challenges or risky behaviours, and poorer academic and occupational outcomes. While strategies to eliminate poverty are clearly important, understanding the ways in which lower socioeconomic status may result in poorer outcomes for children and adolescents can also be helpful, as we can then identify ways in which we can disrupt these pathways to provide every child with an opportunity to achieve positive outcomes. Our 2017 review examined published academic literature that looked at the pathways through which being from a socioeconomic home or community might impact psychological and academic outcomes in children and adolescents aged 10 to 18. We screened over 3,000 articles, and 59 articles met our criteria and were included in our review. Most of these studies were conducted in the US or other high-income countries. We looked at these pathways at an individual child level, a family level, peer level, school level, and at a community level. I can't do justice to the full scope of the findings here, so we'll focus on the key findings, and you can access the full paper for more detail. The family stress model was the pathway most explored in the literature. This model suggests that financial stress increases caregiver stress, impacts their mental health, and increases conflict between caregivers. These factors can disrupt a caregiver's ability to provide supportive and involved parenting. This then is linked to poorer psychosocial outcomes in young people. What this suggests is that interventions that are designed to mitigate financial stress or to develop coping strategies, support mental health, and reduce relationship conflict for caregivers from low socioeconomic homes may support positive outcomes in young people. Interventions that target parenting may also have an impact, but will likely be most effective when combined with interventions that tackle financial stress and mental health too. There was emerging evidence for other pathways through which socioeconomic status may impact psychosocial outcomes in young people, but more research is needed to further explore and confirm these pathways. These pathways include a young person feeling they have a reduced ability to cope with or manage stress, having a lowered sense of confidence in their own ability to succeed, and feeling that their life lacks purpose. Other pathways include having peers who engage in risky or criminal behaviours, feeling unsafe at school or poorer perceptions of a school's atmosphere, and feeling unsafe in their neighbourhood. Conversely, when a young person feels a sense of belonging and connectedness in their community, they tend to experience better well-being. These findings provide some initial indications that community and school safety and cohesion may be important for the outcomes of young people, which has implications for planning related to social housing. For example, social housing provided across a range of well-resourced and cohesive neighbourhoods may result in better outcomes for young people than would be experienced with the provision of densely populated social housing. The findings provide some initial support too for school-based interventions aimed at increasing positive coping strategies in young people and building self-efficacy and confidence. What is important to note is that none of these strategies are likely to be effective as a standalone strategy. There are many pathways through which socioeconomic status can impact the outcomes of young people, and therefore coordinated approaches that target these many pathways are needed.